Namaste. Today I am going to talk about the theory and the practice aspect of meditation. Now, many people are interested in the theory of meditation, and many people like to ask questions to their guru about the various theoretical aspect of life. Now, I met one teacher in Tiruvannamalai who gave me a very beautiful insight on theory. He said, Gopal, you might know many theories about the meditation, about many theories about a variety of things across. But all you need to understand is the theory should deepen your practice, theory should inspire you to practice more, and the practice should lead you to insight. And that exactly opened my eyes across. For example, you are reading a book on meditation, which will help you to meditate better, which will help you to practice better. But if you are reading a book on meditation, you are listening to the lecture on meditation, you are unable to meditate further, then there is no use of the theory across. For example, many people come and ask me what will happen life after death. Now many people ask Gautam the Buddha the same question. What happens to life after death? He refused to answer it because he realized that was a speculation that probably can be experienced after death, or if it can lead you to more meditative insight, more meditation, then it will be helpful to you. So that is the thing between theory and practice. If theory is 20%, practice must be 80%. If you are reading for 1 hour, then you should be practicing at least for 4 hours. My gym coach used to say very clearly, you can see how much ever video you can about exercise, fitness, nutrition across. But all these things are not going to help you to lose the weight across. You have to come every day, work out in the gym. That is how you will lose the weight across. So in a similar manner, if we want to overcome the drossness of karma, if we are willing to overcome the difficulties of our emotion and our ignorance and delusion, we need to practice more. So don't try to get lost in the lecture. Don't try to get lost in terms of meditation across by listening or reading variety of books across. It is their experience, their insight, their ways of doing things. For example, if you really know past life exists and you have experienced the past life, your way of dealing with the world will be very, very different. The way of dealing with the situation will be very, very different. For example, if you know your past life, you will realize that this is the reason why you are having this kind of experiences in your life. If you know Bill Gates' past life, you know how much he must have given dana and done punya in his life to be very successful. So the superficial theory, the superficial understanding will stop disappearing and you will start getting into deeper insights about life across. So please understand that listening to lecture, listening to discourse, listening to anything will be helpful only if you practice across. I see Guru Gopal Das Gaur speak so well about a variety of things, but he has kept his practice very secure. He gets up at 3 o'clock, he does the chanting, and then he comes to give lecture to people. But many people who listen to his lecture do not practice. They think that if they don't practice, if they listen to the inside lecture, they understand. Understanding is very, very different than that of just reading or knowing about it. For example, if you have experienced Kundalini, then you will be a very, very different person. If you have experienced chakras, you will be a different person. most people know the theoretical notion of chakras, theoretical notion about a variety of spiritual concepts across. That they feel that they are more spiritual than others, that they are more understanding than others. So please understand that understanding is very different. For example, if you go to a gym, if you are doing exercise, that is real doing. That will lead to a lot of understanding about muscle, skeletal muscle, nerves, which organ it affects, what kind of chakras it affects. Like that, you can have a variety of insight without other people telling a lot. So please understand that don't go on hankering about philosophy after philosophy in terms of meditation. Try to make the practice very, very strong. How many hours to practice? A minimum 4 to 8 hours of practice is required. If you are in the beginner stage, it is 1 or 2 hours. If it is a medium stage, it is 2 to 4 hours. If you are an advanced sadhak, you need to meditate for more than 4 to 6 hours across. So that is the important insight which is required across. You need to strengthen your practice. Now, my gym coach used to say people who have tremendous bodybuilding have only one focus. They eat, they come to gym, they practice, again they go to sleep, again they eat, again they practice across. So that is the routine. That has to be a routine of a meditator. Now you need to practice for more than 12 to 10 years to gain a lot of insights into meditation across. Now many people are not aware that they need to practice long for a number of years. For example, somebody asked him, Virat Kohli, how long did you practice across? He said, I used to practice 8 hours if there is not a match. If there is a match, I practice again for 8 hours because match itself is a practice. So he's sharpening his skill, sharpening his insight, sharpening his understanding about meditation again and again. Now the guru can teach you, but your practice is a better guru. The practice will give you more insight about you and you as a person. So in a similar way, you need to dedicate the time for practice more and more. Don't try to lose yourself out of practice. That is why Vipassana camp is very, very difficult, because more than 10 days they ask you to sit, not talk, not read about the papers, not see the internet across, and completely be free of all the external distraction. In the same manner, now I don't advocate about this kind of approach. I advocate a middle way, a balanced way. Now see the internet, see the great masters speaking about meditation, see the great people, read the biography of great peoples on meditation. That will give you a lot of impetus to practice, a lot of greatness to practice across. For example, somebody said, I want to practice like Milarepa, I want to practice like Naropa. For a number of months, I don't want to leave my retreat and I want to practice. That is the spirit of meditation. Now you can take iconic figure and try to imitate them, but they did practice for more than 10 to 12 years across for, let's say, a practice of 4 to 5 hours every day. For example, the great Asanga talks about 3 years of retreat, 4 times he broke, and how Avalokiteshvara helped across. So in a similar manner, you need to practice more, talk less about meditation, talk less about the theory of meditation. That is the main problem which many people have in their life. You should be able to sit for 3-4 hours without moving your body. This is called as asana siddhi. So if you want your meditation to deepen, you need to practice more, talk less of theory. You need not know about gym and gym equipment across, but if you go on practicing, you will have results. So in the same manner, the results will be very, very strong, and you need to stick on with the results, which will help you a lot. That is the problem with many people in terms of theory and of meditation. So theory should be 20%, practice must be 80%, and theory must be not more than 1 hour, and the practice must be more than 10 to 12 hours. All this way you would be able to deepen your meditation across. Thank you.